Hello everyone, myself Maruti, coming back again with the arithmetic progression topic sum. Right, generally in any competitive examination or your board examinations, he'll be giving a sum. Instead of giving a complete series, instead of every time asking you what's so and so term, what's the sum of this one, but real life application of the sum is nothing but he'll be taking any figure, he'll be connecting the arithmetic progression to the real life. Likewise, it may be for a triangle or it may be for any quadrilateral. He'll be connecting, he'll be relating progressions to geometric topic sums. Right? Dealing with that one, today's topic what I am taking means consecutive terms. Right? What's the meaning of consecutive terms? Right? The terms which are side by side. Right? The gap between the terms is only one. If you take an example, probably 4th, 5th, 6th, 3 terms, consecutive terms, or 8th, 9th, 10th, 3 terms, consecutive terms. But, right, if you take randomly 8th, 9th, 10th, or 6, 7, 8, or something like that, we may not be able to work out. So, generally, what are the terms we have to take, right? Generally, what are the terms we are supposed to take? And logically, how to get the sum easily, dealing with what kind of terms we are supposed to pick. That today's topic is. So, I am going to deal in two ways, right? Generally, what are the terms we are supposed to take, and logically, what type of terms if you take, assume as, so that the sum becomes easy for us. So, today's topic is nothing but, as I said, logical 3 terms and logical general 3 terms. Okay, let me go general terms. Generally, what are the ways? General way and logical way. Let me go in these two. Alright, if we take 3 terms, if he is asking any 3 terms of AP, three terms of AP. Right. So, if he is asking in terms of any 3 terms, it's not compulsory that we have to take first 3 terms only, any 3 terms. So, general way of representing any 3 terms is nothing but A plus D and A plus 2D. Right. These are the 3 terms generally what we take. Right. So it's fine. You can deal with that one. But the sum may become a little bit complicated. So my suggestion for you, instead of dealing with the general 3 terms, we can take the logical 3 terms are nothing but A minus D, A and A plus D. So this is the tricky way of dealing the terms, right? Logically, you have to take in terms of A minus D, A plus D, and general procedure is nothing but A plus D, and A plus 2D. So, my suggestion for you, right, it's better to take in this one. Whenever the question is like any 3 terms of AP, instead of taking like this, if you deal like this, the sum becomes easy. Why so? I will let you know. Okay, now the second one. So when we are asked to find any 3 terms of, we'll be picking this. But if we are asked to, we are dealing with the 5 terms. Right? When we are dealing in terms of 5 terms, then generally what are the terms we take when we are dealing with A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and A plus 4D. These are the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 terms which we pick general. Right. But again, if you take like this, definitely the tough becomes very complicated. My suggestion, what are the logical way of dealing with the 5 terms? Let's start like this. Right. That is nothing but A minus 2D, right? A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. So, these are the best ways. When we are asked to take 3 terms, generally these are the ways, 3 terms and 5 terms. But better way, logical way is nothing but taking this a minus d, a and a plus d. Of course, arithmetic means the difference should be d, whether we take like this or we take like this. Here also if you check it out, the difference between any two terms is d, and here also. But this is tricky part. Now, why we are supposed to take, what is the benefit what we are going to get if you taking these terms? The first benefit what we are supposed to, you have to remember is, whenever he is asking sum of three terms as something like that, if he gives a figure, right, let us assume that sum of three terms is 30. Suppose if he has given like this, right? If you take this one, sum of that one is nothing but a plus d plus a plus 2d is equal to 30. If you take like this, what it is becoming? 1, 2, 3. 3a plus 3d is equal to 30. Of course, if you simplify, a plus d is equal to 10. But still, we are having two variables in that, right? Suppose if you take our logical terms, it's nothing but if you take three terms, a minus a, first term, second one, and the third one, if you take like this, what will happen? If you check it out properly, one of the variable is getting cancelled. So 3a equals 30, right? 3 ones, 10s, a is equal to 10. Right. So means what? When we deal with the general procedure, we are still stuck with the two variables. But when we are dealing with the logical method of three terms, we are getting one variable. Of course, after getting this one, let us plug in the other equation to get the value of t. This is one of the tricky. Now, let me go for one more tricky. That is, in the second case, suppose if he is asking product of the extremes. So extremes means, as you know, first one and the last one. End parts. End parts are nothing but the extremes or the last part. Suppose if he says product of the extreme is something like 10. Product of the extremes. Now if you check it out, if you take in this way, still you are stuck with the two variables. But if you take this product of the extreme means this is the ending and this is the ending, and if you product them, that is nothing but a minus d into a plus d, you know this is in terms of the formula a square minus d square. Right? We'll be able to apply the formula, and whatever value we get from here, we can straight away get the substitute in that, and we can get the value of d. Okay, so I said you why the logical method of taking three terms and also five terms is better than, right, the general way of telling. Now let me come back to you with a nice sum which is explaining you that logical method is the best way. Let me come back to you with a nice sum now. Yeah, so we are with a sum now. If you check it out, the three terms, logical, not the general one. We are fixed to take the logical three terms only, or logical five terms basing upon the sum now. So let's come back here. Length of three sides of a triangle are in AP. So what is the condition? Triangle, three sides, AP. Okay, so fix it here. When a triangle has three sides, we have to take the terms as three terms of AP in a logical way. Okay, so length of three sides of a triangle are in AP. Okay, so in three terms, we are fixed that we are going to take in terms of a minus d, a plus d. How many variables are there? A and d. So when two variables are there, we need two clues from the question to make into two equations and solve it. Remember, two variables, two equations, two clues from the question. Let's check it out. So perimeter is 30. So let's draw the figure for us. So I am taking a triangle, right? What he said, the three sides of the triangle are in AP. Wantedly, what is the plan what we are going to get? So let me take one side as a minus d, the other side as a, and the other side as third side as d. Which is the larger, which is the smaller, we don't know. So let's write three sides of triangle. Let the three sides of triangle be, what are those? A minus d, a and a plus d. These are the three terms. As he said, they are in AP. Right. Now what is the first logic? Perimeter of the triangle is nothing but 30. So perimeter is 30. It might be centimeters, This is what he has given. So perimeter of the triangle is nothing but 30. So what did we get from there? We know perimeter is nothing but the sum of the lengths of the three sides. So which are the three sides we have taken? Three sides of the triangle is that is let's sum them up. A minus D is the first one, right, and the second one is A, and A plus D equals 30. Sum of the three sides is in AP. So now let's simplify. Let us open the parentheses or the brackets. A minus D plus A and A plus D equals 30. So as I said you earlier, it's easier way to cancel the D's, and if you check it out, if you get it, 3A equals 30 and 3 ones, 3 tens, A is equal to 10. So this is the tricky one. As we are able to use the logical three terms of AP in the place of a triangle three sides, we are able to cancel it. So with the help of one clue what he has given, we got one equation. So let's go for the other clue what he has given. What he said, the product of the smallest and the largest side is 36, and what he has given, product of smallest and larger side is, how much he said? 36. So let's pick that logic for us now. So which is the smaller and which is the larger? We don't know, but we can assure you that this is not the smaller or the largest. The extremes, the first and the last, that is, let's go like this. A minus D, let us assume as the smallest, and A plus D, let us assume it as the largest. And what he says is nothing but 36. Now if you check it out, it is in the form of A plus B into A minus B, which is nothing but A square minus B square. Now straight away, A square minus D square equals 36. But of course, we already know the value of A, which is nothing but 10. Let's plug in. So let's plug in there. 10 square minus D square equals 36. From where did you get? Since A is equal to 10. We are all set with that. Now, what's our ultimate plan? To get the value of D here. So let us simplify. As you all know, 100, let's bring it here, 36 equals D square. It's nothing but, straight away, go for that. 64 is equal to D square. We need the value of D. So D square is equal to 64. D equals root 64, and which is nothing but D equals plus or minus 8. Yes, we got it. So we got the value of A and we got the value of D. What's the ultimate target? Let's find the three sides of the rod. So let's plug in the values there. So three sides, but please remember, we are having different ways. We are having A, no issues with that one, but whereas D, we are having plus or minus 8. So we go in two cases. So it's the three sides of triangle. So case one, right, what is the case one? When A is equal to 10 and D equals, we are taking it as 8, right? When we are getting those values, what we are going to do? Let us plug in A minus D, A and A plus D. What are the three values what I have taken? We have taken A as a 10 and D as plus 8. Let us substitute it there. So what is A? 8 minus this, and A is 10, and that is 10 plus 8. So what are the values what are getting here? So it's nothing but 10 minus 8. A, yes, A is 10. D is equal to 8. Yes, we are getting that as 2, 10, 18. So this is the case 1. Three sides, we got it. Now let us go for case 2. What is that? When A is equal to 10 and D is equal to how much? Minus 8. So A is equal to 10 and D equals minus 8. Let's get back to the case 2. So the same sides, A minus D, A and A plus D. So what is A? 10 minus of minus A is the first side. Yes, 10 is the second side. And the third one, what is that? 10 minus A. If you check it out, 18, 10 and again 2. Okay, so what is the meaning here? So we got three sides. Which is the smaller? Which is the bigger? We can pick it up in both the cases. So you have to observe one more thing. When we are taking the sum in terms of the logical three terms, Both the cases, we are getting the same. So this is the way. So what is the conclusion? The three sides. We got it as 18 centimeters, 10 centimeters and 2 centimeters. So this is the nothing but the triangle sides what we have. So better remember, them whenever he is giving in terms of 3 terms or 5 terms, instead of going general form, please use logical terms. A minus D, A plus D. Okay, hope you are able to understand the concept I was saying. Thank you from Maruti.